Oh, hello, and welcome to On Stage at the BACP. Thank you for joining us at home or at work or wherever you are. It's Christmas Eve. I was just putting a last thing on the Christmas tree. Because it's Christmas Eve, we know it's a possibility that you might not be able to be with your family. So we're thankful that you joined us because we feel like you are family. And I decided to have a little bit of fun with Christmas as well. Normally I don't wear pigtails, I'm just a tad old for that, but who doesn't want to be a kid on Christmas Eve? So tonight what we're going to do is just have a little fun with Christmas. Some of us here at the BACP, some board members, are going to share some of their fond memories of Christmas. And then I was able to find online, out on the countryliving.com site back in September, they listed some information about Christmas traditions around the world. So I'll be sharing those with you as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Christmas Eve on stage at the BACP. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. All right, if you thought the United States decorates a lot for Christmas, well, then you probably haven't ever been to the Philippines. Every year, the city of San Fernando holds something that I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but it's called the Giant Lantern Festival, and it features these lanterns with spinning lights that symbolize the Star of Bethlehem. There's thousands of these lights, and they're spinning around, and they illuminate the night. And the festival has made San Fernando the Christmas capital of the Philippines. Closer to home, our production manager, Kevin Engebretson, has said that he doesn't have a lot of memories. I don't know if he's getting, anyway, he had some memories that he likes a white Christmas. He prefers that to maybe Christmas on the beach. You may have your own choices, but that's what he likes. And his favorite Christmas song is "O Holy Night." Now, although Christmas isn't a national holiday in Japan, according to the Smithsonian Magazine, there's about 1% of the population that is Christian. The citizens have still found an interesting and delicious way to celebrate. Rather than gathering around the table for a turkey dinner, families over there head out to their local Kentucky Fried Chicken. Can you believe it? The tradition began in 1974 after a very successful marketing campaign called something in Japanese, which actually means Kentucky for Christmas. And the fast food chain has maintained its Yuletide popularity, causing some people to order their boxes months in advance or stand in 2-hour-long lines to get their finger-licking good food for Christmas. In New Zealand, because summer falls at Christmas time, a number of their traditions center around the barbie, or the grill, where families gather to have a casual cookout of fresh seafood, meat, and seasonal vegetables. The New Zealand Christmas tree is something that I can't pronounce, but it's a coastal species that blooms a bright red color in December, providing shade during the sunny days as they sing carols in both English and Maori. BACP board member Donna Geddes shared that when she was a child, her family celebrated Jesus' birthday with a birthday cake on Christmas Eve, something her mother had baked. They enjoyed Christmas music and a church children's program. They opened one gift on Christmas Eve, usually pajamas, and then the rest of the gifts were discovered under the tree on Christmas morning. As an adult, Donna says she continued those traditions with her own children as much as possible, sometimes adding their own Christmas plays with her niece and nephew, who spent many Christmases with them over the years. Donna said, "My mother loved Christmas and passed that love on to me. I'm so thankful for that. I don't remember a best gift. I just remember the anticipation and enjoyment of the day, having fun with siblings, cousins, parents, and grandparents." In Sweden, the Yule goat has been a Swedish Christmas symbol dating back to ancient pagan festivals. However, in 1966, the tradition got a whole new life after someone came up with an idea of making a giant straw goat, now referred to as the Gavle goat. forgive my pronunciation if you're Swedish, because I'm not. According to the official website, the goat is more than 42 feet high and 23 feet wide and weighs 3.6 tons. Each year, the massive goat is constructed in the exact same spot. Fans can even live stream from the first Sunday of Advent until after the new year when it's taken down. Now our board vice president, Kim Rutherford, shared this Christmas message with us.
When we were young, the family would all get together when Grandma and Grandpa were alive, and we would have the biggest Christmas party ever with all the family. The family would all eat. We had food all over the place. They would talk, they would drink, and we would play music. They would dance, and we always had a wonderful time. Grandpa, after everybody ate and everything got kind of settled down, and the kids would open up their presents, the younger ones, then they would go and the kids would go in the other room, and Grandpa had a Christmas story that he would tell. It was for adults only. The kids did not get to listen. But I can remember as a kid listening in behind the door and trying to listen to the story. So when you got to a certain age, you got to listen to the story. I could not repeat that story on this, so we'll keep this PG-13. As I got older, being together and having family together is the best part of Christmas. Being a grandparent and having kids in for the holidays, like over the weekend we had the kids in and they were baking cookies and decorating cookies and just spending time together. It has to be one of my favorite memories now. So, from the Rutherford family, may you have a safe and happy, sparkling Christmas and a wonderful New Year. And God bless you and keep you. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Kim. In the Netherlands, Sinterklaas is the Dutch name for Santa Claus. The man recognized by children by his long white beard, red cape, and red mitre. I believe that's his hat. Kids put a shoe by the chimney or the back door and wake up on Christmas morning to find treats like gingerbread men, marzipan, and chocolate letters inside. I think I like that tradition. I love chocolate. Our BACP assistant production manager, Mike Katzman, shared this memory of a special Christmas with his family.
One of my memorable times during Christmas is when we surprised my younger daughter, Jessamine, when she was probably about 7 years old, that we actually took a trip to Orlando. We flew in and we went to Disney World, but we didn't tell her we were going to do this for Christmas. So we went in. She thought she was going to see her grandpa in Boston. When we landed, they were saying, "Welcome to Orlando." She was oblivious, didn't even hear it. We're walking around, we see the palm trees. Still, she was oblivious. We got on the shuttle bus to go get our rental car, and we were driving by, and you saw all these buses with Disney World on there and Mickey Mouse and so forth. And then she started going, "We're not in Boston, are we?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "Are we at Disney World?" And my wife said, "Well, not yet, but we will be this evening." And she started bouncing on the chair in the bus. She was jumping up and down. She was excited. You know, other people were on there just enjoying what she's finally experiencing, you know, realizing she's at Disney World and didn't have a clue. And that was probably the most magical, memorable moment of my Christmas. So, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays, and I wish that your family is in good health and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. And thanks again, everyone, for inviting us into wherever you are for this Christmas Eve. We hope you'll have a very Merry Christmas and that you'll invite us back next week for a New Year's Eve Christmas, not New Year's Eve Christmas, a New Year's Eve on stage at the BACP. Merry Christmas!